They call me the Handyman, just a hauler with a laser and a reason, and lately, that reason keeps getting harder to explain. I don't know how this whole thing got started, but Rayari, they came to me and asked me for some Karenite. Now, word was the Hathor group stripped the caves bare before their collapse, a last-ditch scramble before the company went under, you know? But I wasn't buying it. Rayari said they were paying good. I was gonna go check it out. That's when the Lazarus scandal broke out. ASD, bloated with unlimited UEE funding, pouring it into bioweapons research instead of a cure. They unleashed something we weren't meant to see. It took an entire platoon and a storm of gunfire to bring it down. We hauled the evidence out, fang by fang, but the damage had already been done. The Imperators closed the vault. No more reckless spending, no more shadow labs. The focus is shifting to Stanton's corporate giants, Hurston, Crusader, Microtech, ArcCorp. They want results, they want resources, and they're calling it the Second Life Resource Drive. So I'm back where I started, hauling boxes, mining tungsten, because if this is our second shot at life, again, I'll be damned if I waste it. What's up, everybody? I am Saxawine with SC Haulers, and today we are going over 4.2.1 and some of the things that we can expect coming up. And I'm super excited about it because it's a lot of cargo hauling, and that is what I am all about. Now, there are some updates that are coming later next week that they said on Spectrum and in a couple other locations that are related to cargo hauling. But this is going to be about the Second Life Resource Drive. So let's go ahead and just dive right into this. There's not going to be a whole lot of, it's very basic in how you do this. It's very similar to Supply and Die if you were there, but there are more options for you besides just cargo hauling. There's PvE options. Well, actually, they're all pretty much PvE options, but there are combat options, both ship combat and FPS. There's mining, and there's primarily, it is all cargo hauling based at the end of the day, but you just have pure cargo hauling missions as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the resource drive and really get into what this is. So the major corporations are starting to get involved in the Regen Crisis, and obviously, as the Handyman told us, the major companies want resources to research and develop the Regen Crisis. This is something that in lore-wise, like the Imperator has put at the top of her list, and this is what we are going to focus on, at least for this patch and probably the next couple of patches. So there's going to be 5 types of missions that you can accept. Obviously, the most basic one, and the one that you can see me doing here, is a cargo hauling mission. It's going to ask you to go pick up whatever amount of cargo you want. You have small shipments, medium shipments, and heavy shipments. That is the one I'm doing, the heavy shipments. We are getting heavy shipments and throwing them on my raft, and then we are going from there. If you're like me and you are trying to push ships out of the way so that way you can get to the freight elevator, be cautious of doing that because you can get an armistice violation, which will give you a tier 1 crime stat. And if you have a crime stat, you will immediately drop your mission. That being said, just briefly going over our combat missions, you have 2 types of ship combat. You have one where you have to recover a cargo ship that has been downed. There are many enemy NPC ships that are there. Even at the smallest one, these small cargo ships, I only did one of these, so I can't give 100% accuracy on this, but there were 4 ships around that one small cargo ship. If you do that mission, what you can do is get inside of that cargo ship and just fly it away if you don't want to deal with the NPCs that are there. Also, you can just continue to use that cargo ship. Like, if you just needed a cargo ship in general, you can go do one of those missions, take the cargo ship, quantum out with it, turn in all the cargo, and then just keep using that to do cargo hauling missions, whatever you want to do. This one I also have not done myself, but it is defend the ship mission. So it's like you go out to a point, you defend the ship from its attackers, and then you get rewarded points. You don't have to turn in the cargo yourself. You get rewarded the SCU count towards your resource drive fund as soon as you complete the mission. That being said, like I said, I haven't done this yet. I don't know how it works completely, but that is my understanding from reading Mr. Kraken's guide on the resource drive. Another thing I heard about that particular mission is that these ships are not spawning properly. I did see something in the patch notes that was fixed, but I have not done it. Again, I haven't done it. I don't know if it's fixed or not. I am just cargo hauling. The last mission that you can do, and this does require you to manually get cargo out, is bunker missions. And this is FPS Combat based, so you essentially go clear out the bunker. There's going to be like 8 SCU of cargo that is going to be in the bunker somewhere, and then you deliver that to Seraphim Station or whatever station you're at, and you go from there. From what I read on Mr. Kraken's guide as well, is that this counts as 8 times the amount of SCU depending on the size of the mission. But I could have been reading that wrong. It was like, it said 8 SCU times 8, where no other cargo mission happened to mention that. Now there's one more mission type. This one is primarily for miners. So this is an open-ended mission is the best way I can explain it. Depending on how much material you turn in is how much you get rewarded. And this is one of the first mission types that I've seen like this. It kind of reminds me of the merit system in prison to a degree, but it's a mission. It's the actual mission that you pick up. So you can turn in like 100 SCU of corundum that you don't get from a cargo hauling mission, and you will get paid for all that corundum that you turn in, as well as you get credit for the resource drive as well. Now you may be wondering, is this going to be like Supply and Die, where everybody's going to be waiting at a terminal, just every 15 minutes cycling through all that content? The answer is no. What they've done this time around, they learned their lesson, and all of these items are out of stock for the resource drive because they are in such high demand. They've also removed all of the normal cargo hauling missions from Kovalex that have tungsten, copper, and corundum. That being said, there is one important thing you need to know, and one of the most fun things I had doing in PTU, and that is stolen cargo counts towards this. This is one of the few points that I've decided that the Asperia Prowler utility has come in very, very handy, and I have loved it so much. That being said, I am not much of a pirate type of person, but I do cover all types of cargo hauling, and the Prowler is not going to get you very much SCU towards the resource drive, but it is still really a lot of fun to do. Here's a good example. I don't know what this pilot is doing. Like, there's just copper and corundum sitting underneath this guy's ramp. So I pull up on him, pull out the tractor beam, and grab these boxes and just load them up. No problem. And at this point, I'm thinking, I haven't seen anybody moving around. There's nobody like moving around the ship. I'm just assuming this is a dead Polaris. Maybe somebody accidentally logged off or something, or had a crash or whatever. Because why would their stuff be underneath the ramp? Doesn't make sense to me. But we're just going to load this up real quick. Let's go take a little peek-sees inside. And it looks like there's a box in there. There's also a vehicle, and it gave me the MTC. Illegal towing because I'm in Armistice. It's not letting me grab the box that's inside. Maybe I can grab it from the other side. And the MTC's in the way now. Here we are. Tractor beam ready. There's the... Oh god, he's lifting off. Oh, and I got out of my seat. I panicked. I did not know he was there. How damaged is the ship? And he's just taking off. I kind of feel bad because that was a small mission. I wonder if he was out here for the first time just doing a mission and I just grabbed his copper and grunned him off of him. It looks like my right side cargo doors are broken and the rear is broken. Oh, the arms are moving so slow. That's actually kind of cool. Like, it's not damaged completely, so it's not closing all the way, but it tries to. And that's kind of a neat animation. Okay, so we're back at Seraphim. What we're going to do is load this corundum up onto the freight elevator. We're going to accept the mission. It's going to... I believe these are named differently depending on the zone that you're in. I'm obviously in Crusader. This is going to be like urgent resources needed or something. Yeah, urgent materials needed. It's at the very top there. So you see there's no reward and it says 000 for your primary objective. That is going to update as you turn stuff in at Seraphim Station. So let's go drop this down real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they fixed the freight elevator. At least the ones for your hangar. We're going to open this mission back up. And this is just how this works. So you can see we have 2 SCU of copper on there. We hit submit, mission's done. We are done with that mission. We've been rewarded for that mission. Good to go. We can go on to the next one. Now we're moving on to our next target at Daymar. And this looks like a C1 Spirit. He's lined up right behind the freight elevator. And is he... Oh, yep, I see the copper corundum on there. So we're going to lower down. Oh, and he's loading too. He probably doesn't even know we're here. Perfect. And we're just going to snatch this right off the freight elevator. Boop, boop. Oh, this has me so nervous. And I don't know why it has me nervous. Because we're in armistice right now, so it's not like he can attack me. Oh, and he just watched that box disappear. Oh, no. Oh, give me that back. And he's just loading. He's just going. He's like, I guess I'm losing my stuff. All right. We'll leave him that last box and get out of here. But, guys, that is so much fun to do. I wouldn't recommend doing it for a long time. It's not going to be very profitable, but just that kind of piracy is very, very fun. It's so easy to do, and the Prowler utility being as stealthy as it is makes it the perfect ship to go and do that if you are a pirate hauler. That being said, I am Saxawine. This is SC Haulers. This has been my overview of the resource drive, and there's more cargo hauling updates coming later next week. So keep an eye out for those because I'm super excited about them. I don't have a lot of details about them, so I don't want to speculate on it yet, but they are coming. So that being said, I'm out of here. Love you. Bye.